Welcome back to the couch. Now, during the holidays, there's nothing like taking a break from the hustle and bustle and getting cozy with a nice warm drink or two or three.
She knows how to party. Brian Freedman is the editor-in-chief of Drink Me magazine, and he's here with some warm holiday cocktails for everyone. Yes, even me, the lady with the baby. Thank you. Welcome. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. We actually have some special non-alcoholic ones for you.
Great.
Yeah.
So we have some amazing cocktails here from the Epa Sangria, the Angel's Envy Bourbon. We have some beautiful Liqueur 43. We have Landy Cognac. The moral here is that there's no excuse not to drink really, really well during the holiday season and early. So we're actually going to start with the spiced Epa Sangria.
Okay.
Now, look, Epa Sangria, this is the only certified organic sangria. It's made with all kinds of superfruits, very high in antioxidants, getting very popular on the celebrity circuit. What this means is you can drink with impunity, or at least not feel too guilty about it.
I was going to say, wow, wait a second.
I do this
What
for
do you
a living.
have in your little concoction
All right,
over there?
so-
The cinnamon stick?
Yes. So in the crock pot
orange?
here, we have the Epa Sangria. We have some organic apple cider. And then what we did, if you don't have a cheesecloth at home, all these recipes always call for a
they
cheesecloth.
do.
A lot of people don't have them. Use a coffee filter. Use a tea bag without any tea in it. So we have in here, we already have some cinnamon sticks. We have some fresh sliced ginger, putting a little bit of clove in there. Twist it up, toss it in there. Easy. All right? So we're going to warm this through. Yeah.
I had a question, too. Why warm? Is it because you try to kind of complement the cold weather, or what is it about the warm that makes it kind of soothing?
A couple of schools of thought here. First of all, it's holiday time. Even though it's like 9,000 degrees in New York today, it shouldn't be. So it's nice and warming. But these warming spices, the clove, the cinnamon, it's going to be a beautiful sort of holiday cheer.
And how long should we let it marinate in there for?
Oh, you can let it marinate for a half hour, for an hour. It's perfect if you have a lot of people over. So,
right.
I have to tell you, I could smell
non-alcoholic for you.
Okay,
What we
thank
did is we
you.
took the best
I'll
of the
take the
Epa.
alcoholic.
We took the best of the, and you get this one
Thank you
right
very
from the crock
much.
pot. We took the
Thank you.
best of the Epa with all the super fruits, with the pomegranate,
I'm gonna try.
the blueberry. Cheers.
Mmm.
Oh, well, that's
Delicious,
wonderful.
right?
Yes.
It's a perfect
I
way
think
to
I got
start
the
a day.
non-alcoholic one, though, by accident.
No, you definitely.
I'm joking.
I'll help you
Have
out later.
more. It's the holidays.
Next, we have the Envy Heat. You know, this is a perfect one. This is actually one of my go-tos at home, okay? This is sort of a twist on a hot toddy. So what do we have here? I'm going to actually make one for you.
Whoa, ho, ho,
We're going
more
to start off, yes,
concoctions.
a couple of ounces of Angel's Envy bourbon. This is bourbon that's aged for 4 to 6 years in American
Wait,
white
the
oak.
first one was bourbon and
bourbon.
Okay, bourbon
Yeah,
and bourbon.
you can't have too much bourbon.
Okay.
Then we have spiced honey syrup.
Whoa, that
Yes.
was thick.
Cranberry liqueur, that's because it's healthy. Then we have some apple cider here. And just for a little bit of acid, we're going to pour in there some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Make sure you use the fresh squeeze.
Are those all equal parts that you did?
They're not equal parts, actually. We
Okay.
have, the base of this is going to be 2 ounces of the Angel's Envy. Everything else is really used to amp up the flavors. So we're going to garnish that with a lemon peel studded with cloves. Perfect.
Does that mean I get to try it
Yes,
again?
this is you.
All righty, mix
Yes.
and mix and mix and hold on. Here we go.
If only every Monday started
It's got
this
a
way.
kick and a half.
Yes.
Wow. Ooh.
Next
I
up,
like my drink
we
there.
have the Liqueur 43.
Good.
Here, this is very simple. We're making a wonderful drink called a Carajillo 43.
Say it again.
Carajillo 43.
Carajillo.
Carajillo.
Okay.
You have to say it like that. It gets
Carajillo.
easier after 2 or 3.
Exactly.
Very simple. We have espresso, a shot of Liqueur 43, which is an incredible Spanish liqueur, citrus, orange blossom, really nice hint of vanilla. Give this a try. This is a perfect wake-me-up. Please,
Are you
that's
trying
on
to
you.
get me drunk this morning?
I'm
What are
just
you
doing my job here.
What are we doing with price-wise? Where would
Very,
they all
very
kind of
affordable.
vary?
The Epa Sangria, you should be able to buy a pallet of that for the holidays and not even take a dent in the holiday
Okay.
budget. Angel's Envy, that's going to be maybe like $25, $30,
Okay,
depending upon
still
where you're. Still
reasonable.
great value for that. Liqueur 43 as well. Buy as much as you can because it's a perfect drink to have in the house at all times.
And you two can keep
Next.
talking. I'm going to keep
Next,
sampling.
finally, we're going to do a drink. I love this. This is called the Milky Landy. Landy Cognac, this is VS. By French law, it only has to be aged for 2 years in barrel. They actually aged theirs for 6 years. So that extra love, that extra time there, it really is going to give it that much more complexity, honeyed, nutty notes. We're going to finish this off with some fresh grated nutmeg. And
Ready for Jill?
please enjoy.
Okay, here we go.
And by the way, I do have to correct myself. This is a very, very strong drink if we don't add the 2 ounces of water there.
Now you tell me.
You don't want to pass out before your guests get there, but this really, I think, it shows the range that you can have with these products. And again,
it's something different because you know, usually go to a party, it's the typical wine, the typical vodka. This is something to spice it up and jazz it up. And the presentation with the cinnamon sticks. And
these are high-impact cocktails with minimal effort. This Epispice Sangria is so easy to do. You do it even before you shower, before your guests come.
Now, what about finding some of these recipes? Where can people go? How can we find these?
I will tell you, these recipes are very easy to find. I'm sure we could maybe talk about posting them.
Oh, great.
I can give them to you.
I'm going to make sure
what
that's
is
the
your
case.
warm holiday cocktail of choice?
My warm holiday cocktail of choice, when I'm having a lot of people over, I'm going with the Spice Sangria because I can drink it in quantity and still feel good about myself. I do think the Liqueur 43, actually, it's a fabulous addition to an old-fashioned. You can rinse the glass out for a Manhattan. Yeah, so I think they're very versatile as well.
And this I'm taking back for our producer, Mike, because this is going to be his favorite.
I think that's actually a very smart idea.
All right, good. Jazz it up there in the control room.
Yes,
Thank you so much for coming in, Brian. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, for sharing your cocktail recipes. And what we're going to do, of course, I'm going to drink the rest of this. Now, I'm just joking. Not now, but it really, really is an amazing thing to do for the holidays because, you know what, I'm sick of the wine.
I'm over here with you, so thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate it. I'm going to jump over right here by this one. Where are you going to be this holiday season? How will you be celebrating?
I'm going to be sitting in my home with my new baby drinking all of these.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, and to your wife as well.
Yes, thank you. She's happy not to have a non-alcoholic.
I was going to say good for her. It's going to be me in 7 weeks. Okay, so we do this thing at the end of the show, takeaways, where we talk about some of the things that we really loved. We had a parenting expert on earlier, Kevin Lehman, and he was saying that we need to make sure that we mix discipline and still give boundaries as well as love and blah, 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 blah.
It's kind of hard when they're so cute, right?
Yeah, so that's going to be my takeaway is I got to learn how to say no before this baby is born.
Yes.
All right.
Are you on board?
My other takeaway for you once the baby is born is to make sure that at the end of every night you do have a good cocktail.
Okay.
Perhaps
and
something like this.
Cheers to that.
I'm going to break out the sweater once again because I think it's important to get festive and stay in the holiday mood. And
I also want to point out, you know, people tend to get a little bit concerned about having all the proper ingredients.
And
use what you have.